Welcome back to The Time of Your Life. I'm your host, Ethel Rasmussen. The League of Women Voters has over 750 local leagues throughout the country. Here with us today is Barbara Crane, Second Vice President of the League of Women Voters of Baltimore County. Barbara, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here, and I'm glad to be able to speak on behalf of the League of Women Voters of Baltimore County. I've been a member for about 10 years, and I've been on the board of directors since 2015. My position is currently that of Second Vice President, and my particular interest is voter services.
I know our viewers would be interested in learning about the history of the League. Can you briefly share your organization's origin?
Sure. The League of Women Voters was founded just 6 months before the 19th Amendment was ratified in 1920, when women won the right to vote. The goal was to help 20 million American women carry out their new responsibilities as voters. Many state leagues, including the Maryland State League, were established at the same time. The League of Women Voters of Baltimore County was established about 20 years later, in 1941. From the beginning, the League was not only active in getting women registered to vote and out to the polls, but also in educating women who'd never voted before about the issues facing their communities and their nation. As the League became more active in issue advocacy, the need arose for a separate arm for activities like voter registration and information about the voting process. The League of Women Voters Education Fund was therefore established at the national level in 1957. The purpose of the Education Fund is to encourage the active and informed participation of citizens in government and to increase understanding of major public policy issues.
Barbara, as a nonpartisan, nonprofit organization, the League of Women Voters has a specific mission. Can you share information about your mission?
Our mission is to empower voters and to defend democracy. More specifically, we envision a democracy where every person has the desire, the right, the knowledge, and the confidence to participate. Our volunteers work year-round to register new voters and help voters update their registrations. We also provide voters with the election information they need to make their choices. This includes hosting community forums and debates and producing our nonpartisan voters' guides. To make the guides, we ask all the candidates to answer the League's questions. They upload their answers into our computer system, and their answers are then reproduced verbatim. Printed voters' guides are distributed through libraries, senior centers, colleges, and other venues. In addition, the guides are available online through our website and through vote411.org. It's important to know that the League of Women Voters neither supports nor opposes individual candidates or parties. However, we do engage at the local and state levels on our legislative priorities. We work to improve our elections and protect our democracy.
Why is the League's advocacy component of your mission so important to Baltimore County citizens?
Our advocacy efforts currently fall into two general categories. First, making democracy work, and second, supporting social and economic justice. Making democracy work is our single most important goal. This means making sure that the government's policies and actions work for the people, all the people. In particular, the League is taking a leading role in two areas: redistricting reform and protecting the right to vote. These are important because each citizen's vote should count as much as every other citizen's vote. We particularly want to make sure that everyone's included in the process. In other advocacy efforts, the League generally works along with other nonprofits. Again, under Making Democracy Work, we collaborate with other groups in the area of government transparency, so we know exactly what the government's doing, and also in the area of progressive and adequate fiscal policy, so we know where our tax money goes. Under the umbrella of social and economic justice, we collaborate on education, particularly the Blueprint for Maryland, on police accountability and reform, on affordable housing, and on public transportation. These need to be addressed in order to make sure that no Marylanders are left behind.
Barbara, how can interested viewers learn more about the League of Women Voters of Baltimore County or become involved with your organization?
Our information is on the screen. Our phone number is 410-377-8046. We can also be reached by email, and our email address is contact@lwvbaltimorecounty.org.
In closing, anything you would like to add?
I would like to emphasize the importance of voting. I can't say that enough. There's a saying, your voice, your vote, and it's really true. If you don't vote, you're letting someone else's opinion count more than yours. Elections, particularly local elections and primary elections, can be won by just a few votes. It's also important to remember that our leaders need to hear from us between elections too. Otherwise, how will they know what we think? And finally, we're always looking for new volunteers and new members, both women and men. If you're interested, we'd love to have you.
Barbara, thank you for taking your time and sharing information about the League of Women Voters of Baltimore County.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for your invitation. Again, if any viewers have questions or comments, please contact the League and let us know.
Prior to closing today's show, I'd like to talk with you about the Time of Your Life Digest, BCDA's newspaper now in its 43rd year. This newspaper is filled with news, the latest government happenings, columns and articles from the county executive, county council, and other Baltimore County agencies. You'll learn about Medicare services, nutrition, recipes, health-related subjects, travel, senior center programs and events, volunteer opportunities, and so much more. Subscription rates for the Baltimore County resident is $5 annually. For more information about the Time of Your Life Digest, please visit the newspaper's website or call 410-887-3050. Please stay tuned. We'll return after a short break. Spending your time with us, please remember you can call the Department of Aging's information line called Maryland Access Point of Baltimore County, or MAP, at 410-887-2594 with questions pertaining to older adults and persons with disabilities. This show may also be viewed at any time on the internet at www.baltimorecountymd.gov/videos with open captioning. That brings us to the conclusion of this edition of The Time of Your Life, a National Mature Media Awards winner, about the services and contemporary topics that keep you living connected. Until next time.